There are some evangelical Christians today who believe that it's not necessary to proclaim the gospel, the message of the gospel with words. They say that a lifestyle is sufficient. And that's a basic misunderstanding of the very nature of the gospel itself. The gospel is not a lifestyle. Gospel is a message. You could say that there are two types of messages in the world. There are those that are driven by conduct. There are those that are driven by content. I'll give you an example of a conduct-driven message. Parental love is a conduct-driven message. A child understands that he or she is loved before they understand the notion of love. They just know that they're loved because of the way that their parents, other people relate to them. That's a conduct-driven message. Here's an example of a content-driven message. Suppose I have to fly from Krakow to Budapest tomorrow on a particular flight at a particular time. I have to be at a certain gate, and let's say, just for the sake of drama, that my life depends upon being on that particular flight. How are you going to get me onto that flight? You're going to get me onto that flight by your conduct? You're going to get me onto that flight by loving me? No, you're going to get me onto that flight by giving me the content, the information that I need to know so that I can respond in the correct way. The gospel is a content-driven message. It needs to be communicated, it needs to be understood, it needs to be believed, and it needs to be responded to. That's a content-driven message.